Life is suffering. That's how Jordan Peterson begins 12 Rules for Life. It's a blunt truth, one that echoes ancient wisdom from Buddha to Nietzsche. But for Peterson, the question is not how to avoid suffering, but how to live meaningfully despite it. In a world of confusion, complexity, and constant change, he offers 12 timeless rules that help us stand tall, take responsibility, and bring order to chaos. Let's explore the key lessons from 12 Rules for Life, an antidote to chaos. Rule 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. At first glance, it sounds simple, even trivial. But Peterson uses this rule to introduce a deeper truth about hierarchy, confidence, and biology. He tells the story of lobsters' creatures that, like humans, live in dominance hierarchies. When a lobster loses a fight, its brain chemistry changes. It becomes timid, hunched, and less likely to fight again. But when it wins, it stands tall, alert, and confident. Humans are no different. Our posture reflects our mindset, and our mindset shapes how others treat us. Standing tall isn't just physical, it's symbolic. It means accepting life's challenges, facing fear, and refusing to live as a victim. When you straighten your back and meet the world's gaze, you're telling life, I'm ready. Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Peterson observes that people often take better care of their pets than themselves. They'll make sure their dog gets the right food, medicine, and rest, but neglect their own health, dreams, or needs. He asks, why? The answer, he says, lies in self-contempt. Many people secretly believe they don't deserve care or success. But Peterson reminds us that we do not because we're perfect, but because we're human. To live well, you must see yourself as someone worth saving someone you are morally obligated to help. Rule 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Your friends shape your future. Peterson warns against surrounding yourself with those who envy your progress, enable your weaknesses, or pull you down. True friends want you to grow, even if it means challenging you or watching you outshine them. As he writes, a friend who supports your bad habits is not your friend. The people around you are mirrors. They reflect the standards you live by. Choose those who inspire you to aim higher, not those who keep you comfortable. Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. In a world dominated by social media, we constantly compare ourselves to others to their success, beauty, or achievements. Peterson argues that this comparison is poison. You'll always find someone richer, smarter, or more talented. Instead, he says, compare yourself to your past self. Are you growing? Are you more disciplined, wiser, or kinder than you were yesterday? Progress, not perfection, is what gives life meaning. He reminds us that everyone's path is unique. Your goal is not to be better than others, it's to become better than you used to be. Rule 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. This rule is about parenting, but its wisdom extends to leadership, education, and relationships. Peterson argues that undisciplined children don't become free, they become miserable. Without boundaries, they fail to learn respect, patience, and self-control. He says, children must be shaped and disciplined, not because you hate them, but because you love them. Parents who avoid conflict in the short term create chaos in the long term. Teaching discipline is teaching responsibility, and responsibility is what makes freedom possible. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Before blaming society, politics, or fate for your problems, Peterson says, look inward. Clean your room, literally and metaphorically. This rule is about personal accountability. If you can't bring order to your own space, how can you hope to fix the world? Start small. Clean up your surroundings, your habits, your relationships. Take responsibility for your actions. He writes, "If you cannot even clean up your own room, who are you to give advice to the world?" It's a call to humility and to empowerment. You can't control the chaos of the world, but you can bring order to your own life. Rule 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. This is the moral heart of the book. Peterson contrasts two ways of living, the path of meaning and the path of expedience. The expedient path seeks comfort, pleasure, or avoidance of pain. The meaningful path seeks purpose, truth, and long-term good, even when it's difficult. He writes, "Meaning is what sustains us through suffering. To pursue meaning, you must be willing to sacrifice, to give up short-term pleasure for long-term fulfillment." He warns that chasing comfort leads to emptiness. Meaning, on the other hand, gives life depth and direction. Rule 8. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Lies, Peterson says, corrode the soul. Every time you lie to yourself or others, you distort reality and weaken your integrity. Truth, by contrast, aligns you with reality. It gives you stability, clarity, and strength. He writes, "If you tell enough lies, the structure of your reality itself becomes corrupt. Telling the truth is difficult, it demands courage, but it's also redemptive. To speak truth is to live honestly and to build a world you can actually trust." Rule 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Peterson says that real conversation requires humility. Most people listen only to reply, not to understand. But when you listen, truly listen, you allow others to reveal insights you might never have discovered alone. He writes, "The purpose of listening is not to win, but to learn. Every person you meet knows something you don't. The wise person is not the one who talks the most, but the one who listens best." Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. Peterson argues that clarity of speech reflects clarity of thought. When you speak vaguely, you allow problems to hide and grow. But when you articulate things clearly, what you want, what you fear, what you're feeling, you bring them into focus. He writes, "To specify the problem is to tame the chaos. Words are tools of order. When you speak carefully, you transform confusion into understanding both for yourself and for others." Rule 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. This rule is about risk, resilience, and masculinity. Peterson observes that young people, especially boys, need challenge and danger to grow. When society overprotects them, it breeds weakness instead of strength. He writes, "When you remove risk, you remove the opportunity for growth. Allowing children to face danger teaches courage, self-reliance, and confidence. Life is not safe, and pretending it is only makes us fragile." Rule 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. This final rule is about gratitude and presence in the face of suffering. Peterson tells the story of his daughter's struggle with a lifelong illness and how, even in the midst of pain, he learned to notice small moments of peace and beauty. Petting a cat represents pausing to appreciate life's fleeting joys, a sunset, a laugh, a quiet moment, even when everything else feels unbearable. It's a reminder that beauty and suffering coexist, and that noticing one helps us endure the other. Together, these 12 rules form a philosophy of responsibility, courage, and meaning. Peterson doesn't promise an easy life, he promises a worthwhile one. He writes, "To stand up straight with your shoulders back is to accept the terrible responsibility of life with eyes wide open. The big takeaway from 12 Rules for Life is this: order your soul before you try to order the world. When you take responsibility, speak truth, and pursue meaning, you bring light into chaos and transform not only your life, but the world around you. That was 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B. Peterson, broken down into its most powerful lessons in under 15 minutes. Which rule spoke most to you? Standing tall, speaking truth, or pursuing meaning? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and remember, every act of order you create pushes back against chaos.